Hello, fellow creatives. Josh here, and today we're going to explore the wonderful and most fascinating world of steampunk, a realm where Victorian aesthetics meets futuristic ideas, a lot of brass and leather and really cool gadgets, and that's what I'm drawing. And there we go. This is the little satchel on the side of the horse I'm shading in. And then here's the jacket that comes down beside his sheep-coated, what is that thing called? The protectant from the cowboys wear it on the, it's like that leather front guard. You know? Man, can't even think of the word. Anyways. It looks cool, and I will ink it in with different texture. I just need to get the shading down. Once this all done, I take an eraser and just roll it over top and pretty much erase the whole thing, leaving the outlines of where to shade and start inking. Now that I'm on the pen, you can see the lines I'm doing are following the muscle. Most of it's following the muscle. There will be changes due to just fur. I feel like movement in the fur. And then this little dot style of, you know, just hitting it right there, like pointism or whatever. It's a great texture to do on metal because it kind of feels like the metal has been like hammered in and it's kind of very rustic. So I do that, and then I usually damage this pen and have to stress out about having to order another one. But you can see here I have a bunch of different textures I'm working with. The cool thing about steampunk is if you don't know what steampunk is, it's this subgenre of like speculative fiction, typically featuring steam-powered machines rather than advanced technology, set as an alternative 19th century, primarily Victorian England, kind of Victorian wear, you know, outfits and stuff, which is cool. I love the outfits and the weaponry and the Victorian era is so cool. Not very hygienic, very cool. The name steampunk was actually coined in the 1980s. So actually the term steampunk was coined by a science fiction author, K.W. Jeter, in 1987 in a letter to Locus magazine. And after that it just kind of, you know, caught on. So steampunk is interesting because it takes on this Victorian look, but then it kind of just, it can be applied to so many different looks and different styles of art and different styles of characters and genres. Yeah, I don't know why it can, but it does it well. So I'm giving my little twist to a cowboy and what a steampunk cowboy maybe would look like. I think if it's colored it might be better, or if it was tint, well, I don't know. I was going for a pretty simple thing here, but steampunk actually has a lot of, you can see some like hints of it in previous films, kind of like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and like The Time Machine. There's like hints of these little like machines and clocks and gadgets in this brass kind of look. There's a video game I played, BioShock, where the characters kind of got that Victorian and steampunk look. And if anyone's ever seen those goggles on those like circular, not circular, but they're kind of circular goggles on top of, you know, hats or motorcycle helmets, that's a steampunk thing. You know, brass colored leather ones. So I'm shading in the machine parts here, and this is actually the leg of the horse, giving it some strength and some more extra power when it runs. And this is actually the leg of the cowboy. Not really sure why he would have something on the side of his leg, unless it goes all the way up and gives him extra boosting power, kind of like that Elysium, you know. Damien had that exterior suit that kind of was like super powerful. That's cool. But I don't know. I like cool boots like this and tech like this. The problem with me drawing this and me not really working with steampunk fashion very often, I kind of merge this with a little bit of a cyberpunk look because I do a lot more cyborg and futuristic stuff, and I don't realize that some things I'm trying to portray kind of merge into that world. Yeah, I just need to live in the steampunk world more. Once I'm done with the boot, or the leg here, there's not much else to the cowboy that needs to be really described. I didn't add much stuff to his chest or his shoulders. I gave him just a normal cowboy outfit, and you can just see hints of the steampunk look throughout the image, and I'll show you at the end. So here you can see there's mechanisms on the horse's leg, on the cowboy's leg, on the back of the horse. There's this machine with this rope attached. It's not a normal lasso. He's pretty clean, but he's got this face mask to protect him from all the smoke coming from his machine that throws out this crazy, awesome electrical lasso to lasso up bandits and stuff. I mean, he's a mean dude, and the horse is pretty mean too. It's strapped, you know, it's well strapped, and it's ready to go, and it's got this fluid pumping through its veins, helping it be charged up by the mechanism that's being on the back of it, right? And it helps it, you know, run faster and do whatever. Now there's a wireframe back here, and I built that mainly because I had no idea what else would go back there. That is the truth. Sorry, nothing epic about it. This is cool though. The thought of this, that these little lights would light up and kind of pump this machine. I really enjoyed the clouds. I enjoyed this little smoke making this design. I try to make so many different styles of patterns in this to give it diversity. I was really just brain dumping on this drawing. As you might see, the lines aren't perfect. There's nothing like clean about it. It's just something I enjoyed, and I made it because it's really tutorial on cross-hatching in different textures you can use with the pen. So I hope you enjoyed. If you like this, please follow, subscribe, tell a friend, eat a burger on my behalf. You know, I don't know, but really thank you guys. And if you don't know anything about steampunk, look into it. Watch some cool steampunk film related stuff, Wild Wild West. Yeah, you'll get a good slap out of that. And enjoy your day and weekend. And I'll see you guys again. Thank you for watching my steampunk cowboy ride off into the sunset. Well, until next time.